Okay. Hey everybody, my name is Julie and I'm a new user of the Medtronic 670G insulin pump and continuous glucose monitor system. The FDA just approved the sensor for arm insertion. I've never done it before. I'm going to try it today and show you how I do it. But the reason I'm actually doing this video is because after I got the 670G, I joined a couple of Facebook groups who are really helpful in helping you sort out what goes on in just troubleshooting. And a lot of parents are posting about needle pain and needle fear. And while they were posting, I immediately thought of my friend Amy, who has come up with a way to combat that. So this is Amy.
Hello. I'm a pediatric emergency doctor, and I made Buzzy and Lady Buzz, and they are little vibration units that use very high frequency vibration and cold to block out pain. So what you do is, if you have the mini, got a little hole, you hook the ice pack on and then turn it on where the insertion's going to be for about 30 seconds, slide it up, and then you do the insertion right underneath it. And if it's the big one, then you slide the ice pack into a strap behind so it stays.
So we have this one all set and ready to go, and it's cool that this one has an armband, which will help me, I hope, get the inserter into my arm. Okay, so I'm going to start by sliding it onto my arm. I'm carefully sliding it up to the place that I think I'm going to put the sensor. So that seems about right. So you can see I've got the ice pack and the Buzzy and this little switch on the top, and now it is, I don't know if you can see it or hear it, but it is buzzing, and it's just a little vibration. That's all it is. And while that is buzzing, which needs to go for about 30 seconds, I'm going to get my sensor ready. So first thing, here's the Guardian sensor. It's the Guardian 3, which I have the box here. So that's that. Again, handy old Medtronics coming to the rescue with the 670G system. And I love the system, by the way. It's been amazing. I've only been on it for about a month, and I have seen really big improvements, especially in not having low blood sugars as often. So I've taken the sensor out of the package, and I've got my inserter, and I'm careful not to touch the green buttons on the side because we know that will release the sensor before we're ready. And I'm going to put it on the table and put the sensor on the top and press down until it clicks. I'm hoping that the camera's actually low enough to get that. Anyway, it's pressed down there now, so you can see that the little table thing is sitting. And then you slowly, thanks Amy, take off, again not touching the green buttons, take off the thing. And this has, you'll see, it's got a little plastic flap hanging off the table. I had a sensor that the flap didn't come off, and so it would stick to my skin. So you want to check it and make sure that the little plastic flap came off with the table. And then now what you have is the sensor stuck down into the inserter. Okay, so now that it's like that, I am going to just lay that down. Amy is helping me with an alcohol swab. I'm going to move Buzzy up to right above where I'm going to put it. Thanks, Amy. So she's giving me a good clean with the alcohol swab. And Buzzy has, Amy, you might be able to explain this more, but you want to put the insertion in the middle bottom of the buzz as you...
Right. The mini has a little dot, so you can put the shot near the dot. On the XL, which is the one with the slot for the tourniquet, you just want to get as close as possible to the round butt of it. And remember not to touch your skin before you insert.
Okay, so again, I have my inserter. I think that my arm is probably dry, and I'm going to line it up as close to the bottom
Oh, that's beautiful.
of Buzzy as I can. And then, you know, you don't press, and you push the green buttons and it'll release it, but it's important not to press into your skin. So 1, 2, 3. All right, and then I'm going to wait. They said 3 seconds at training, I think, to make sure that the adhesive is there. And so I'm going to slowly pull it off. Great. It looks like it came.
Now, nothing else is gonna hurt, right?
Nothing else is going to hurt.
So somebody can then, take it off so that you've got room to move.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, so then I'm moving the diaper tab back, and I'm pressing down while pulling. Then I got the piece off. That was really simple. Now this part always gets me. Okay, so you can see that it's got this tape here, this double tape, and you pull. I'm going to put my finger there just to make sure the inserter stays. Well, I pull down, and now you can see that it's on and the diaper tab is there. So what I'm going to do now is get my actual transmitter, which is here, and I've been charging it, and I'm going to pull it off. Put that down. So I've got the transmitter, and then you just click it. You see, I don't know did you see the green dot? The green dot flashed, so I know it's ready to go. You click it into place. It clicked. Again, I don't know if you can hear that. And then I'm going to take the diaper tab, pull it. Oh, see, there's the green dot. I don't know in this light if you can see it or not. Anyway, the diaper tab is up and on, and so it's in place. And then comes all the taping, which I'm not quite sure. Oh, and I just heard my pump sound, beep, beep, which means it's finding the sensor. That's cool. So the next thing is the taping, which I'm not really sure I can do by myself on my arm. I was really impressed with the woman from Colormeglucose and her taping method, and I recommend that you watch her because she's awesome. And I've picked up her taping regimen. Here's the oval tape that Medtronic sends you with your sensors, and it's got these tabs on it so that you take off 1 and 2. See there? So I put the ends together because that's what the woman on Colormeglucose did, and she did a great job. So I'm pulling off 1, and then I'm pulling off 2, and then it's not stuck together. That's good. And then I'm going to put the first tape on. Oh, you know, I might have done this out of order. I might have supposed to have taped before I put the sensor on, but it's fine. So I'm just going to line up that skinny piece of tape with the sensor and press that down, and then I'm pulling this, I'm pressing it down, and I'm pulling this and pressing it down, and that's one piece of tape. I'll put the other piece of tape on later, but for now that's the one piece of tape. You do the other piece of tape backwards, but I think it's pretty secure. And now I think we're going to take a break in the tape and talk about putting on the Mio infusion set with Buzzy.